I am an iconoclast because I think there's a tremendous opportunity for the next administration to make this a better place to live. Moving from government to industry was a real eye-opener for me. As a government executive, I was evaluated more on how much I could contribute or how much I could produce with the resources I had available. In the private sector, there's a much greater emphasis on growth. I mean, every year you're expected to be bigger than you were the year before. And so there's more of a time pressure, and I think there's more of a pressure about this financial piece of the relationship that I think most government folks don't understand unless they've spent some time in the private sector. I've spent most of my adult life either working in the government or trying to support the government's needs. And so that's still very important to me. This country is a great place to live, and we do have some opportunities to provide service to the public in a better way. And so that's really what this whole effort was about, is to take this collective group's years of experience, what worked, what didn't work. Most of us have worked on both sides. We've been in the government, we've been in the private sector. We've seen how different organizations do things, what works, what doesn't. And so to kind of boil that down and make some suggestions to the next administration about where they might focus their energy and try to make America a better place to live and provide service to the public. We've got a section on what we call moonshots for health, and the notion is for the government to invest in more research to try to cure some of these major diseases that are affecting our population, like cancer. Another is Alzheimer's, and then the third was Parkinson's disease. These three diseases take a terrible toll on our public, and the cost implications in the years going forward as people live longer and more people contract these diseases. The economic impact is terrible as well. Much like the moonshot, the original moonshot, the country could actually get behind. You could get excited about seeing your government make that happen. This trust issue that has grown between the public and government is huge. I mean, in my lifetime, I don't think I've ever seen that relationship so broken. We, as a society, need to find a way to fix that. The role of a modern society is to do three things. One is to provide security to its population, both external and internal security. The other is education. We should find ways to have an educated population. And the third is health, to make health care accessible to everyone. Cyber plays right in the middle of that. And the Iconoclasts report makes a number of recommendations in that area about the need to have a more homogeneous approach to liability, a more standard way of responding, stronger standards in terms of how you build systems to protect the data. So there's a lot of room to improve there, but again, it's another example of how government could lead the way, government could provide some much needed resources to invest in some of these things, but the real answer is a collaboration between government and industry to solve this problem that affects all of society, really.